Hi, I'm Katie with the Email Direct Service team, and today we're going to go over some Email Direct best practices, specifically copying and pasting text. So I'm just going to go into the new Email Direct powered by Emma, and I have a campaign in here set up for us to work in. So the first thing I'd like to show you is in this text content block. When you click in, there's a little yellow toolbar that pops up, and there's an option that says text pasting. And when you click that, you have an option to decide that when you paste text, you are either pasting without styles or with styles. Most of the time, you are going to want to keep this on paste without styles. And that's important because usually you are copying text from another format. So maybe it is from a Google Doc or an email or a website. And what happens is that back-end coding that formats that text for that particular environment doesn't necessarily translate over smoothly in an editor like this or any dynamic editor. So this is true not only of using Email Direct, but most often for web content management systems as well. You may also see that pop up. So make sure that you set this to paste without styles. Now, other quick tip on here is that if you do need to change this to paste with styles, you will have to remember to put it back to paste without styles when you are done, because this preference is going to maintain over the entire campaign. So it's not just for that block, it's for the entire campaign. So let's go ahead and paste some text. And now I want to show you 3 different things that might happen when you're pasting text. And in order to do that, let me go ahead and duplicate this content block. So now I have 3 of them. So I happen to be using a Google Chrome browser, and I'd like to show you one example of what might happen when you go to paste text. So normally when you want to highlight a row of text, what I like to do is I triple click. So I go 1, 2, 3, and it highlights what looks to be the entire row of text. However, I'd like you to observe what happens when I paste text over that selected portion. Some wonky things are happening. We see that the text immediately below the heading has bumped up, so it's on the same line as the heading. It has taken on that style, and the spacing might look a little bit off to you. So that is happening because even though you are triple clicking and highlighting the text that you see there, it's actually secretly highlighting more than just the visible text on the screen. So what I like to do instead is actually highlight my text and then paste over. And you notice that now the text got pasted, the line underneath stays there, and there's nothing, and there are no issues going on with the spacing. Another option is that if you are a little bit concerned about actually manually highlighting that row of text, is you can put your cursor between the first 2 letters, so between the H and the E. You can paste your text. You can go back and delete the H, and then go back and delete the rest of your text that way. So always be careful when it comes to that triple click. Now again, I'm using a Chrome browser. If you were using Firefox and only Firefox, you can actually do that triple click and you won't have an issue, but we know that a lot of our users use Chrome. So I want to make sure that you are also aware of that little tip. So that's just some copying and pasting best practices for you in using the new Email Direct powered by Emma.